What's up, Swagner Network? Welcome back. This is our first ever how-to video. Pretty excited about it. We are doing a Rhino 2.0 axle swap. Mine aren't broken. I'm just upgrading to the 2.0s and I'm gonna use my stock as aftermarket. So no matter what axle you're doing, you're gonna have, whether it's a Rhino 2.0 or the RCVs, you're gonna have pretty much the same steps that we're gonna go over here. Tools you're gonna need, this makes the job a lot easier. I understand a lot of you don't have that at home, so pry bar for sure. You're going to need a 27 for the big bolt right there for your axle nut, and then you're going to need a pair of needle nose for that fun toy right there. You're going to need a 18 for your radius rod bolts, and you're going to need a 15 for your brake caliper mount bolt. And then this just helps you hammer and get everything into line. So yeah, here we go. You're gonna wanna take this pin out, so you use your needle nose pliers for that. Okay, so the cotter pin's out. Next, you're gonna wanna go ahead and pull the axle nut off. This is where a pry bar or a impact gun really comes into hand. And let me tell you, we did Drake's without an impact gun, and it was the biggest pain. Oh my God, it was such a pain. So, all right, so you got that off. You're going to want to take off your top radius rod next. So we'll go ahead and put this guy on. We're gonna slap on the 18. And you obviously need two 18s, one for the inside and one for the out. There we go. Whew, I won't lie. I was just scared out of my wits that I had broken a bolt already. What I do is I take the nut and bolt and I put it through wherever it goes, so that way I don't forget or mess up. So you got it bungee corded there, so it's nice and out of the way. Next, we're gonna take off the bottom one. So you can see the top went right through there. Bottom one is right here. The other side of it's gonna be right here. So we'll take that off. The other side, I had to use the breaker bar. Ooh, I got lucky. I didn't have to use a breaker bar on this side. Just put them back through, as long as they're not in your way, where they go. So let's see here. Next is going to be, actually the other side of what I did was I pulled the axle out. Oh, there goes our washer. Okay, so as you can see, I have removed it. And now you're just gonna give it a good jerk all at once. Not like a constant pull, but like a jerking motion. So you'll see here, so 1, 2, 3, and it pops right out. So we've got this out now. This isn't a must, it's just what I do. So as you can see, it's like gunked up in there. So I'm gonna bring an air hose and I'm gonna go ahead and blow it out. We're gonna go ahead and take off the brake caliper now, which are these two bolts right here. I'm gonna give you some light so you can really see that. So it's this upper bolt right here and this lower bolt right here. So we're gonna go ahead and remove those. Harbor Freight for the win on this light, free with the purchase. So this is gonna be a 15 socket. Okay, and these two don't really have a place to go, so I just set them on the ground right underneath. So the good thing is those will be my only two loose. And then we're gonna go ahead and slide your brake caliper right off. And then this is gonna literally slide right off. Ta-da, like so. And once again, I like to blow it out, make everything nice and clean. We're gonna grab our new axle. Rhino 2.0 axles from SuperATV. So this part, you'll figure out right where it goes. You'll feel it slide into the teeth. And then you want to just, once again, told you this wasn't easy. This is the probably hardest part. There we go, got it. So you'll hear it knock into place and it's completely in. You want to make sure that it's completely in, but you'll know because it'll push completely all the way in. Take off your nut, your axle nut and your axle washer. Line it up, slide it right in there like so. Okay, you're gonna take your hub, set your hub right back on those teeth like they should go. Right there, all the way in. Put your washer on. Put your axle nut on. That'll keep the axle from popping out while you're trying to do everything else. Maybe tighten it a little bit. Just hand tight. Doesn't need to be super tight right now. I'm gonna go ahead and slide our brake pads right back over. Make sure you do not touch the brakes or have anybody touch the brakes. I'm sure anybody that's slightly mechanical knows that. I'm assuming all this white stuff is from going in the ocean. All right, so then we're gonna slide that through there. Let's see. Find where it goes. Right now I'm putting my brake caliper bolts back in. Or at least trying to. Sweet, got the top. Okay, so we're locked in there. We'll go ahead and tighten that up. I do not use an impact to tighten these all the way. I tighten them all the way by hand. I'm using them to tighten it up a little bit. All right, now we're gonna put our lower radius rod back in. There we are. Okay, got that. We'll tighten that down all the way, or snug it down with the impact gun again, and then finish it by hand. Everything should be finished by hand, even your axle nut. You're gonna want to use a breaker bar though to make sure you get that axle nut really tight. Okay, so I'm putting in my upper radius rod now, or at least trying to. There we go. Got it. All right, so got the upper. Tell you what, this would be a lot easier with 2 people, but I'm just proving to you that you can do it with 1 person. Thank you, Drake. You owe me dinner. I'm thinking the Flamin' Fire Steakhouse. Okay, we're gonna slap our 18s back on. And like I said, just snug it down. Nothing too crazy with the impact gun. You don't want to snap anything or break anything. Okay, next our lower radius rod. Okay, that one's snug. Now we're gonna work on this, and that's gonna be done with a breaker bar. Well, we'll snug it in with an impact gun, and then the rest we're gonna really make sure that it's tight with the breaker bar. Okay, so it's spinning. It's because I put it in neutral like an idiot. Alright, here we go. Okay, a little more. That should be perfect. You're gonna come over to your box. If you get the Rhino 2.0s, it comes with a little bag right here. It's got your cotter pin in it. I might be able to go a little more, because like I said, you really do want this tight. Right there, that should be perfect. Okay, now you're gonna use your needle nose pliers, and you're gonna grab, and you're gonna bend. And then you're gonna finish it off with your rubber mallet. Extra reinforcement to make sure that those suckers really don't come off. And then yeah, that's about it. You're gonna go back, snug all your bolts up, Make sure they're all snug by hand, like I said. And that's it. So that's how you change rear axles on a 2018 or 19 RZR XP Turbo S. But this also is going to be the same on all 2018 and 19 turbo models. First, you're going to throw your wheels back on. I'm going to do a rotation heading out to Colorado next week. It's going to be one crazy vlog. You're not going to want to miss that. Going to take her out for a little test run. See how the Rhino 2.0s work. There's the new Vision X grill light bar. The axles definitely work. Let's see. 10:53. We just definitely pissed off every neighbor. But I mean, I had to test it out. Success. So thank you all for watching. I hope this was helpful. If it was, throw some comments, a like, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I appreciate you all. Thank you. Have a great night.